All right. Welcome back, my dear friends, Cancer. How are you, beautiful Cancer? Let's see what we got for Cancer this week. It's the end of July, beginning of August. So kind of goes, bridges over. Okay, so let's switch cameras and let's get the show on the road. Cancer. All right. Now, general reading Cancer, of course. If you guys need anything personal, the address is at the bottom left. Just go there and book what you like. Readings, seminars, email questions. Try and keep it as simple as possible. Yeah, I hope you like the new look, the new cameras. I think it's a lot sharper. Colors are better. Let me know what you think, okay? Do you like the new microphone? Studio quality microphone. All right. 2, 4, 6, 7. Good. Now, the card in the middle here is going to be what you're dealing with right this very moment. Now, this represents the past. This represents the future, where you're heading. However, this card here is going to be the overall energy, meaning spiritually speaking, this is where you're at. But on planet Earth, this is what you're dealing with, okay? So let's see, first of all, your spiritual energy. All right. So this is a card which expresses fairness, a card which expresses wealth, having enough money to give away. It's also a card that denotes the end of legal issues. Now, in this particular deck, which I really love, but there's a couple of cards I don't really agree with. This one here is one of them, and the other one is Justice. They put a card called Karma instead. And really, I know it's the same thing, but I just don't. I think karma is greatly misunderstood. But anyways, it's okay, as long as we know what we are talking about here. So normally in any other deck of cards, this card is represented by a lawyer giving two different people their respective whatever they deserve, or whatever is allocated to them. Now, in this particular deck, for some reason, the Six of Pentacles are represented by an adult, looks like a wealthy man giving money to a couple of children. So this could be representation of wealth, a representation of giving your kids, allowance, or pretty much settle any accounts between two warring parties. Or I don't really like this particular card. I love the rest, but not this card and the other, the Justice card. But anyways, I'm just explaining what this normally symbolizes. So there is some kind of division of property, settlement, inheritance, something to do with money, finances that is being settled this week, or the overall energy. Now, we're going to take 3 cards. We're going to put them away for the end of the reading. That's going to represent your solutions, your final insights, and or developments. So let me prepare those 3 cards, and I'm going to put them aside for the end, okay? Now, what we got at the bottom of the deck here? We have getting ready to go somewhere. Okay, perfect. So these cards, we're going to put them away, and we're going to look at them at the very end. Now, as I said before, well, this is your energetic overall. This is instead of what you're dealing with on the material plane. And on the material plane, you're wounded. You are disappointed. You did not expect. You did not expect someone to pretend that they're on your side, but in reality, they're not. Very much on the contrary. You see yourself as a weak party in the situation, and someone took or is taking advantage of you. And this is why perhaps it reflects something legal here. This could be anything. At this point, we don't know. So allow me to go through the reading and then we're going to clarify, okay? So let's see where you're coming from. So here we have a beautiful happy marriage or the dream of, and then we have a big argument here. And then we have some news. Okay, so the first instinctive impulse I get, you are happily married or about to be married, because don't forget, this is a rainbow. That could also be a wish, right? Happily married or wishing to get married, almost there. And then some news comes in and it upsets the whole thing in its entirety. And when I look at this, swords and swords, and I see a big fight, I wouldn't be surprised if this is some destructive news that you received or someone received, which caused this beautiful marriage here to end up in total disaster. That could be one approach. Another approach would be, or could be, you're happy, but there's an argument. And the argument again has to do with news that you receive. It's a total surprise. It's almost like, what? Are you sure? Like total surprise. So let me take a look at something here. Let's see what this surprise is all about here. Victory, celebration. Well, but then you know what? Then this is a good surprise. Because you see, we got a white horse here. White horse denotes positive, good surprise, favorable. And now you got victory here. So perhaps, I mean, this could be the end of a legal issue. This could be fairness. This could be division of property. This could be a division of an inheritance. So in other words, nothing to worry about, it seems. Let me pull another couple of cards. So there was a big argument, but it ended. We went from the 5 of Wands to 7 of Wands, which is basically avoiding arguments or distancing yourself so that you don't have to argue, which is a very good card. Now here at the bottom we have a surprise love offer. And let me clarify this, the first card over here, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, financial decision. So some of you might be delaying getting married or postponing because of financial situation. I think some of you are going through some personal issues. Perhaps work is not stable. Perhaps your family does not agree. Perhaps there is a certain distance from you on the other side of the ocean, and so on and so forth. But I can tell you that it develops into a victory. Here, wherever we have a huge disappointment, it really, really hurt. And it's almost as if the people whom you trusted the most, maybe your family members, close friends, are the ones who are going to betray you, if you like. So let me see, Seth, let's clarify this card right here, please. Let's clarify this card right here. Seth is our spirit guide if you're new to the channel. Thank you. Work. And the Emperor. So I think something happened at work. You feel betrayed. Perhaps they didn't pay you the money that they owed you. Someone stole from you. Could be an employer, an employee. In other words, it's a little bit of a setback, but I don't really think this is going to affect you in the long term. This is a temporary stabbing in the back, but I don't think this is going to affect anything. I think whatever is going on here is going to go ahead. We have the card of victory here. We have good news on the white horse. No problem at all. See, you're really strong. You're not giving up. You believe in love and you believe in love, and that's it. Now, let me take a look here. Okay, so you're missing someone. Okay. And you stubbornly. I see. Okay. Wow. Okay. So now I know why we have this card here. You were truly, truly, truly betrayed by someone whom you love. This person really, really took advantage of you. So you could have been married, yes. I mean, this is a general reading, and it's, of course, a little bit for everyone, right? It's not just, I'm not reading for one single person. Some of you were married, some of you were about to get married. Now, what I don't understand, or which I need to clarify, is this victory here, because this all makes sense, except that there's two cards here, especially this one. I can see your resiliency. I can see you don't give up. I can see that you're not going to just lay down and die. No, you're very resilient. As a matter of fact, I can already see that you're ready to bounce back and rebuild yourself, renew yourself. Absolutely. You're a little bit taken aback by this. You're a little bit surprised. But no, you are going to rebuild. You're going to full steam ahead. You're going to come out stronger than before. You're going to build an empire with or without them. It doesn't matter. So this is why I see here there is a victory. So now it makes sense, because perhaps what's going to happen here, that despite the setback, in reality, they set you free and you're going to be better off on your own, without them, in other words. This could be a family member, this could be an actual relationship. So there is an argument, probably about money. You guys ended up saying some things that perhaps you'll regret later. Some of you might have some financial, work-related issues, but perhaps that affected or influenced the personal relationship to the point where you guys start saying things that you will later regret. And I guess true colors were shown, but better now than later. And I can see that you are sad right now, yes, but at the same time, you know inside that this is not really, it's not going to affect you for eternity. This is going to affect you short term. And you already know and you can already sense that by abandoning ship, they made you a huge favor. In other words, you know that you're much better off without them than with them. So there's going to be a little bit of upset, temporary upset, but in the end, you come up on top. These cards are really, really clear about that. Yes, right now you are hurting, but not for very long, okay? All right. So that's the main reading. Now, as far as signs are concerned, you're dealing with your Cancer yourself, we got Leo, we got Sagittarius, we got Aquarius, and that's it. Those are the signs you might be dealing with. Now, let's see what the final message and or outcome. Sometimes this is a surprise. So definitely, definitely someone walked away from something. Perhaps you walked away. So this is why they made you a favor, because you are going to meet your true love right here. And you're going to be wealthy regardless. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they did. It doesn't matter. Perhaps you're the one who walked away. Why not? Perhaps you're the one. But you are going to be with your real person, your real your real lover, your real Adam, or your real Eve. So, in other words, in the end, you are going to be just fine. You're just traversing a period, a temporary setback, where you already know, you can already feel it, that this is going to be for the better. Okay. So don't worry, you're going to be just fine. Okay, my dear friends. All right. Let's get on an angel love message first. It is safe for you to love again. Open your heart and give it and receive the highest energy of all. So, in other words, this might have happened perhaps some time ago, even though this represents the future, you're still dealing with. But if we got lawyers here involved, this could have been something from your past. So it is safe for you to love again. You're going to receive a true love here. So don't worry, just go for it. Okay? Now, let's get a archangel message. And then we're going to get a message from your person and or an oracle. And then we're going to end it with the 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to end it with the compatibility run. Okay? All right. Ace of Gabriel. Now, this is going to be good. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So you're embarking on something really, really good. Like you're going to be surprised how good this is going to turn out for you, my dear Cancer. Let's see what the oracles have to say. And there might be someone who would like to deliver a message. 1, 2. We got 2 messages actually from someone. First message. I left when I saw you with someone, so somebody left for sure. Sometimes they stay awake thinking about you, so they can't forget about you, but they left because they thought you were playing games. And I told you before, there were some news received which upset everything, right? So perhaps somebody saw you with someone. Perhaps you were just having a coffee, but they accused you of cheating or vice versa. Something similar. All right. Now, let's do the compatibility run here, guys. It's like this. Who blue, I think. Does it work? Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, where is it? Right here. See this red button? Click, click, click. It's free, totally free. Okay. And it allows the channel to grow even more. I thank you so much for your incredible support. And I read all of your messages. Of course, I cannot reply all of them, but I put a little heart. And when it's necessary, I do reply. Thank you for your suggestions. You're telling me you like the channel the way it looks now. I bought 2 brand new cameras and a brand new microphone. The quality should be much better than before. We even get the bouquet behind me, that the blurry professional look, like you see on TV in the news, So, yeah, so I'm doing my best. And I do read all of your recommendations. Lately, you've been telling me you like the looks and you like everything. So thank you so much. But if there's anything else you would like me to change, maybe add a feature or remove a feature, let me know, okay? Perfect. Don't forget, Sunday mornings, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1 hour or free, totally free, Q&A live. I try to answer at least 56 people. Of course, sometimes the hundreds of people show up, but I try to do my best in 1 hour to do 50, 60 people. And then immediately after that, I do 1 hour in Italian. So if you guys want to learn a few words in Italian, you should be both the English and the Italian. Okay? All right. So your Cancer, We're going to start from Aries. We're going to go all around. We're going to end up with Pisces. So let's see how you get along with Aries right now, Cancer, okay? Very nice. Very, very nice. A very nurturing, peaceful relationship. Okay? What about Taurus? With Taurus, it starts slow, but it develops something wonderful. Okay? Now, with Gemini, Cancer and Gemini, wow, lovers. I like that. Beautiful, beautiful. True love. What about two Cancer together? Oh my God. A lot of passion. I totally believe that. Oh my God. Oof. What about with Leo? A very good relationship. Cancer and Leo is really good. And I know personally, I'm a Leo and I had a couple of relationships with different cancers and gorgeous, just beautiful relationship. And what about with Virgo? Cancer and Virgo, you're stuck. I think they're too materialistic for your taste. You're more emotional. They are materialistic. With Libra, we have here the Hierophant. With Libra is going to be a spiritual awakening for you. What about with the Scorpio? Oh my God, don't even think about it. What about Sagittarius? The Emperor, in other words, their way or the highway, but they act out of wisdom. In other words, they're not going to take you astray. If you trust them, follow them because they truly care for you and they truly going to take you places. You are safe. You're in safe hands. What about Capricorn? With Capricorn is an awakening. It is a judgment. Capricorn makes you realize what is right and what's wrong, what's fair, what's not fair. And what about Aquarius? With Aquarius, beautiful, just beautiful. Married, family, wonderful, everything beautiful. And what about Pisces? Pisces, ouch. Total, betrayal. Same card as this one here. Stay away from Pisces right now. Okay? Perfect. Thank you so much, my dear friends. I really appreciate it. Big, big, big hug and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys very soon.